These cause paintings were purchased from one of Rafe Edelberg's art shows that he had brought back. He was definitely instrumental in bringing some of these first art shows to Vancouver, so it was a nice introduction to the Vancouver scene. I think one of the best things about these paintings, other than the great Kimpson's look, which is some of his earlier works, is that I only paid $500 each for these. So I chose these three characters here, which are a crew called the Shogun Warriors. These are actually my toys from way back in the days. These were some of the first Japanese influenced toys to come into North America. I was pretty stoked as a kid because not only were they pretty cool design, but they were pretty much 2 feet tall, shot different parts out of their arms and out of their bellies. The significance of these toys though is we were trying to name our child something when he was born, and for some reason when I was at the hospital, an image of this one character, Raydeen, came into my head. Ended up naming our first child Raiden. This here is a 12-inch figure that was put out by Rick Klotz and Freshjive. And what I like about this is a replica of Mike York, skateboarder. It's just so articulated and has all the SWAT gear. Every attention to detail is pretty amazing, and Rick had customized this with a seditionary SWAT shield, hockey goalie mask, and full-on riot gear. This was part of the Seditionist series. So this time bomb piece here is actually named after one of our distribution companies, Time Bomb Trading Inc. This was an art piece done by a good friend, The Dark. The thing with the name Time Bomb was we named it in the early 90s. We hadn't blown up yet, so Time Bomb seemed pretty appropriate. I usually travel with this little art piece here for good luck. This photo is a photo by Tiba Jefferson, and this was done on an event that we had brought to Vancouver called Wild in the Streets. It was an event where skateboarders, probably about 2,000 to 3,000, were skating from spot to spot. We landed at this really gnarly spot called Black Ice, which is one of the craziest double sets out there. Andrew Reynolds, third try, frontside flips this. Tiba captures it. We later do a photo show with the Tiba, and this was one of the photos that I copped. This means a lot because it was probably one of the best days that Vancouver had in skateboarding. This next piece here is a painting by Matt Gordon. Instead of doing family photo portraits every year, there was a period of time where I worked with different artists and commissioned some pieces to incorporate my family into the painting. So the other cool thing is I would talk to Matt probably every couple of weeks for 2 years. He would tell me about these dreams and a lot of these stories that he had with a lot of these characters, and every character in here is a little bit of a dream or nightmare for Matt. It's the kind of painting that you can just stare at and see little details. Matt's definitely a trippy guy, but a couple years later, when the kids grew up a little bit older, I had to get Matt to do another piece. Again, he took another couple years to do, and it's such a trippy piece. You can see how detailed this one is, such as this old school CBC toque, as we call it in Canada. Matt Gordon's from Detroit, so he incorporated the Detroit Red Wings RV in the mix. Then over here, he created this DIY poncho of the Vancouver Canucks old school jersey on my son Raiden, my other son Nevin's over here. And then once again, he incorporated that crazy lobster claw kid that keep coming back from his dream. I'm really appreciative of this piece here that he had done for me and took so much heart and time to do.